What's going on, everyone, and welcome to our next Let's Try. This is The Adventures of Rosalind Franklin. Now, full disclosure, I was given this game by Terra Games to try out. No money exchange hands. They just gave me a free copy of the game to see what it's like and see how it is. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's hit start and see what this game has to offer here. Starting off with animation, nice. Now, I know absolutely nothing about this as well. As per usual, I play completely blind. Terra Games presents Adventures of Rosalind Franklin contains adult material to 18 plus, blah blah blah. Are you 18? If you are, enjoy the game. Terra Game presents. Seriously, contains okay, yeah. We get it. Are you still here? Yes, that's fine. We're gonna skip over that. So if you're new to this series, I do about a half an hour or so of the game. Again, I play these completely blind, and yeah, give my thoughts, opinions, and a lot of fun stuff. Oh, another animation. So far, I'm not hearing any music or nothing.
Welcome to Terra Games' presentation of the visual novel Twilight Sector: The Adventures of the Rosalind Franklin.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to the raggedy edge of human space, the Orion frontier. This is the edge of human exploration. Rimward from here, there be dragons. No star chart or encyclopedia tells us what lies beyond. Only whispered tales of scouts and pirates provide us myth-inspired answers. But here there is life. Life in abundance and wonder to boot. The edge of the Orion frontier is an arbitrary area of space called the Twilight Sector. Legends on the naming of the place abound. Was it a joke of some bureaucrat disgruntled with his posting? Just the poetic license of those who came to call the place home, or a comment on it being the last speck of human-settled space? Arguments and evidence for each claim are many, and it's unlikely that the truth will ever be known. What the Twilight Sector does have, though, is a wonder. Earth. Or, at least, an exact copy known as Terra Sol. The planet is a beautiful blue-green ball of cosmic habitat that resembles the mother planet down to the shape of its continents. It's on this cosmic speck that you were born, oblivious to the reasons for its existence or the debates that rage over its origins. You simply exist. Maybe these cosmic questions will someday become more than just an existential exercise.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I do like that start. I do like that we have an actual introduction to the universe. That's pretty good. You don't see that too often with an actual little bit of a cutscene. One thing I would change if I were the developer is this lady here in the white. Get rid of her for this intro. Having her on the screen is utterly useless. Just have the voiceover with the stuff in the background. You don't need her on the screen. That just takes away from it. For your first character, you'll be playing as a... Oh god. Oh god. He glitched. Okay. Male. I thought maybe because it's here to choose. What's your name? Let's do Jeff.
Welcome to your new home, Terra Sol. Terra for the planet, Sol for the star. You could call each by their names individually, but everybody almost always says Terra Sol. So do you. This is not the cradle of humanity you know, but an exact duplicate. Located over 500 light-years from the original at the edge of explored space.
It's far away.
The question of how an exact duplicate of Earth, down to the size and shape of the planet's features, came to be, is an ongoing mystery. And one you're not likely to solve anytime soon. This is your hometown, Kansas City. Home to some 42 million souls.
What year
This
is this?
city is a doppelganger of the original on Earth, only in terms of its location and name. This Kansas City is the national capital of the Republic of the Plains, a member state of the Orion Confederation. A huge multi-system stellar nation composed of thousands of solar systems and billions upon billions of humans, uplifts, and digital intelligences. You are just graduated from Kansas City University with a degree in space science and a minor in starship piloting. Having graduated in May, it's now just beginning September, and you are still without a job. Today, you are seeking to rectify that situation. You're in a cab,
That looks a little
on
rough.
your way to Vidrickson Starport for a job interview.
Those planes
Okay,
do not look
the
great.
interview is supposed to be on this floor. Let me find the room. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
You are meeting Talia Mason, something of a celebrity in space science circles. She owns the research ship Rosalind Franklin. The Franklin is unique in scientific circles, as it is a self-sustaining research venture wholly owned by Dr. Mason. She admittedly comes from a wealthy family, but the ship itself is profitable. The Franklin goes to various locations that researchers are interested in, renting labs to scientists for each expedition. The scientists come from all over. Corporations, universities, research foundations. It doesn't matter if the credits come from a corporation's budget, a research fellowship, or a government grant. The credits all spend the same. And the Franklin chooses destinations that will appeal to a wide variety of scientific disciplines. There might be a biologist renting a lab next to a chemist, both studying the same location or phenomenon, just using different disciplines. It's quite an ingenious setup. It would be wonderful if you were interviewing for a position on the Franklin's permanent scientific staff, but that's not the case. You are interviewing for the assistant pilot position.
Oh.
I bet you're glad you took those piloting classes your mum insisted on now. You can hear her saying, "You'll always have something practical to fall back on." At the time, you thought she wasn't showing any faith in you. Now you understand her thinking.
Jesus. All right, yeah. So my comment still stands. The lady in that is just useless. The voice is fine, but like, yeah, you can take the character off the screen. That doesn't matter. It's such a mixed bag. The graphics, some of the stuff looks pretty good, like especially like some of the Earth stuff. But some of the characters are a little, and some of the things are a little janky. Yeah, like the planes or the flying cars, where they were flying across the screen slowly. That was really rough. And there seems to be this, like, I don't know if it shows up on you. Hopefully I can clean it up in the video, but on my end, it's like grainy kind of looking. Maybe it's just the resolution, because I'm using a 4K TV, and those resolutions probably like 1080p or something. So Isabel messages, "Meet me at Fitzpatrick's after your interview. I can't wait to hear the good news." Contacts camera. Mom, Isabel Seibel, Isabel's mother, Dr. Mason, Jesus. Okay. Mom? Nothing. Seibel? Nothing. I'm assuming there's probably something there. So let's close that. Encyclopedia. Okay, so if you want to read it, you can just pause it. So they did say that half an hour is probably not going to be long enough to get a good feel for the game. And with how slow of a start this is, I can definitely see why they would say that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, for sure. It's nice to kind of see like the world building and the universe building, and a lot of visual novels kind of like drop you in. Am I in the right room? Are you Dr. Mason? Is there a way to turn off the voice acting? Alright, so turn off the voice. Yes, I am.
Yes,
I presume
am.
this is the
and
right
I presume
room.
this is the right room since I'm in it.
What? I put the volume down to 0!
4 o'clock interview, I presume.
That's the first glitch. I have the voice volume literally at 0, and I'm still hearing it. That's good.
Please sit down. You seem surprised to see me.
No, it's just your picture on the ship's grid site. You.
Yes. Shall we begin before you dig yourself a hole you can't climb out of?
Sorry, ma'am.
I see from your CV that you were top third of your class in space science. And you were second in your class in starship piloting.
Alright, so I'm going to try one more thing. Let's mute all. Alright, so everything muted. Let's see if it happens now. There you go. You realize that our open position is for a starship pilot, correct? Yes, ma'am. I just thought my whole background would be... Yes, I understand. Are you rated on the Rudder Master 8200 yoke? Yes, ma'am. Well, what is your rating? Oh, sorry, ma'am. 82%. And the Goliath 3200 Stargazer software? Yes, ma'am. 94% on that one. You might want to include that information on your CV in the future. Yes, ma'am. You've got a crew that's mostly been together quite a while. How are your people skills? Good. You good with being the newbie? They will give you shit mercilessly. Yes, ma'am. Okay, we got several more interviews today. I'll be contacting our choice tonight or tomorrow. If you don't hear from me by then, you'll know we chose someone else. We leave the day after that, so you'll need to be ready if you're chosen. Thank you for coming. Please see yourself out. Well, that was brutal. Looks like I'm screwed yet again. That was unbelievable. I can't imagine there's a chance in hell I'm getting that gig. Too bad. Would have been the perfect opportunity. Although I wouldn't have been working in my field there, might have been a chance that I could have worked my way into the science side of the crew. That is really weirdly worded. Well, that ain't gonna happen now. Looks like it didn't go so well. I guess you could say that. That is, if you consider a total clusterfuck not going well. Isabel, I didn't really even have a chance to screw it up myself this time. The woman just kept cutting me off at every turn. I really didn't get a chance to show her who I was, or how it would be to her benefit to hire me. Oh, sweetie, there'll be other interviews. You'll see, something even better will come along. Really? A chance to work with an even more famous scientist is coming my way? No need to be sarcastic. Bartender, I'll take another. Maybe you should slow down there, big guy. Really? You playing the part of my mother now, too? Wow, no need to be an ass. The hell with it. Let's get out of here. I'm so stressed out, I am being an ass. He's obviously gonna get it. Oh god. Map to cutscene.
Thou is the love this steel womb has wrought.
Seriously?
Though of machine wert thou created, of my heart thou wert conceived. Olivia Warstadt, 26th century poet. The early days of Terra were chaos. Settlers rushed to claim this piece of land or that. Citing old ties of origin or kinship, they sought to claim for themselves a piece of this new earth. The neighborhood, named Yamaguchi City, owes its name and existence to none of that. Kansas City was originally settled by a group many considered to be weak. That perceived weakness attracted a group considered one of the worst humanity had to offer. the Yakuza. With the bad, though, came some good. To hide in plain sight, the Yakuza brought with them many who shared their cultural heritage, if not their vocation. So was born a neighborhood in the heart of Kansas City, whose ethnic heart was clearly Japanese. And so an unexpected treasure came to the heart of North America. And so came to affect the life of one I love.
What's with that map flickering? That right there. What is that? For your second character, you'll be playing as a female. So before I continue, let's talk about it a little bit here. So it's a little glitchy, and I'm interested by the premise of it so far. I do like my sci-fi stuff for the most part, but so far, my initial impressions of the visual novel as a whole, not particularly great. I'm sorry. I know you guys gave me this free copy, but yeah, get rid of the lady. She's useless. It's really, I don't know if it's just, maybe it's because of my screen, but it is, for me, it's really like grainy and kind of fuzzy. So the picture itself as a whole needs to be cleared up. The animations need to be better. Your settings need to be fixed. So I do have, I have the vocals all the way off, and I'm still getting voice acting. I have the sound effects turned off, and I'm still getting voice acting. The only way so far I can get the voice to stop is if I turn the music off. But then I have no music or anything. So you guys got to fix that for sure. And that was super quick, that first character. Female. Let's do Tasha. Yamaguchi City. No one ever said why Dad was down there. Yamaguchi City is a relatively nice neighborhood. Well, for the most part. And Sharon. Sweetie, call me as soon as you get this. I have some, well, terrible news. I want you to hear from me. Please call. Okay. Uncle Trent, Steve, Sybil, Hiram, Argus, Atticus, Galena? Assuming that's an A. Alright, nothing there. Close. Oop, read that one if you want. You can pause it. News. Hey, it's actually news on this one. Alright, so you can read that. I know if I were playing this seriously, like as an actual Let's Play, I would actually start reading everything, but I do want to get through this a little bit faster. They never really found Dad. Just some parts in a dumpster behind a restaurant. In the bad part of Yamaguchi City. All of that the week I graduated from Kansas City University. The murders have been front page news, in Kansas City for weeks. The whole city have been on edge. A reporter covering the story even became a victim. We had a funeral. No one really talked to me there, even though I had a million questions. Whole bunch of, he's in a better place. I'm so sorry for your loss. No answers. No how or why. I guess there just weren't any answers to be had. The geologist said everything would be alright. Well, I wasn't alright. I had no idea why Dad had been in Yamaguchi City, or why he was dead. From the news reports, it sounded like most of the victims had been in the area for not so good reasons. I couldn't believe Dad had been there for that. Shortly after the funeral, the news said they had uncovered a ring of people that were responsible for the murders. They were cutting up and eating the people. Sounds like bullshit to me then. Sounds like bullshit to me now. I am an exo-womb baby. I never had a mother. Not really. Just an egg donor. Dad said they were engaged when they hatched me in the petri dish. But they never made it to the altar, and she just abandoned me to Dad. Aunt Sharon kind of intimated that maybe my supposed-to-be mom I've been fooling around on Dad. I never tried to find out who she was. If she didn't want anything to do with me, well, I didn't want anything to do with her. Oh, okay. Different. Oh, geez. Hello. Well, the will left you your father's condo and a decent little nest egg. Sugar, you know you can come live with me and Uncle Trent if you'd like. Thank you, Auntie. I love you so much. Love you too, sweetie. This city makes me sad right now. I know, Sugar. I know. Have you thought about what you're gonna do? No. You know your uncle has some good contacts in the space industry. With your degree in math, you'd make a great navigator. Are you gonna sit for the navigator's exam? Seems like most math majors do. Just to have a backup option if nothing else. Yes, I signed up for it next month. Good. You concentrate on that, and I'll put a bug in your uncle's ear. Oh god. Lulabelle! What's gotten into you? You silly girl. And off she goes. Let's just try and relax tonight. You could put on a movie or some VR. Or, I know another way to let off some energy. Heh. I know exactly what she's asking. Should I take her to the bedroom? That would certainly blow off some of my frustration. Does Jeff take Isabel to the bedroom? Okay. Unfortunately, it is YouTube, so obviously I can't show that. But this would give me the opportunity to see what those scenes are like. Let's do that. Let's take this to the bedroom. Obviously, I just skipped that sex scene. So it is stills. There is no animations at all. And it's not very long. I've never seen you like this. Can't tell if you're sad, mad, happy, or all three at once. I'm not really sure myself. This whole job thing has become incredibly stressful. I feel worthless. Even worse, it has me treating you like shit. Well, I know we only started going out a few weeks before graduation. Hell, you haven't even agreed to be exclusive. I know you haven't been, and it really isn't a big deal at this point in our relationship. But I have been. Maybe because I can't believe any other woman would even want to talk with me. Or maybe because I'm a lazy slob. Whatever the reason, I've become more and more dependent on you. And I seem to be willing to throw all that away at the drop of a hat. Makes me feel even more like shit. If I would have been offered this job, I'd be gone for who knows how long at a time. That isn't fair to you. Just makes me even more conflicted and confused. I'm not sure what to do here. The guy I started going out with was fun and full of confidence. As rejection after rejection has come, that confidence has slowly been whittled away. I mean, I care about him, but do I want to make a commitment? Sweetie, all we need is one yes, and you'll be back to your old self in no time. Besides, we don't even know for sure. Bzz, bzz. Hello, this is Jeff. Uh-huh. Okay, I see. Yes, I would. Okay, 7 a.m., day after tomorrow. You got it? Yes. I told you we only needed one yes. Thank you, Belle. You've been a lifesaver for me. Where does this leave us? Did you decide to continue your relationship with Isabel? Okay, and with that, that's actually where we're going to leave it for today. We're a little bit shorter than usual, but I do want to talk a little bit here at the end. So, thoughts on the game as a whole. I'm going to say it's a 5 out of 10 for the graphics. The sex scene that I saw, no animations or nothing. It's just stills. The image quality I am seeing, I think it's clearer in the video for you, but for me, it's just grainy, kind of blurry a little bit. I do like the way they presented the universe and kind of set everything up and give you all this backstory and like history, and that's great. You don't get that too often. I do like that with the switching characters around kind of thing. I like that. That's pretty unique. I haven't seen that yet. So I do like that one. They definitely need, you guys gotta fix your settings. That's annoying to me. The fact I can't have any music because then it turns on the vocals is a little annoying. But we'll see. So if you want to see it like a full Let's Play, leave a comment below and let me know. Again, like I said in the beginning, this was given to me for free by Terra Games to play. I know it's not as long as they would like me to cover, so I'm withholding judgment on the story as a whole until I play it more. Because, yeah, this is pretty short. It's not very far into it here. So I hope you do the same when you decide if you want to play it or not. Okay, I haven't shown you very much of it. Right? It has, I think, 2 episodes out right now, and this is only the very, very beginning of episode 1. So there's a much more story available to play right now. And some of my criticism of the graphical style may be better in episode 2. Right? So that's something you need to play for yourself and see. Again, if you want me to play it, like a full Let's Play of it, leave it in the comments below. And thank you, Terra Games, for giving me the game. Now, catch you all in the next one.